Hello everybody and welcome back to Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver Remastered. We're gonna go see if we can pick up our sword again. Nope, it's locked, of course it is. I don't see it on the floor either, come to think of it. Also, if you look, the screen is doing that wibbly wobbly shifty thing again as we got over here.
Oh yeah.
Interesting, does that do that if we get further away?
So this was the legendary Janos Ordrin.
Hey, look!
Reputed to have been the most ancient and diabolical vampire to have ever existed. According to folklore, he lived high in the cliffs of Nosgoth's northern mountains and preyed mercilessly on the defenseless villagers below. His reign of terror ended when the Sarafan finally hunted him down and tore his throbbing heart from his still-living body. This relic came to be known as the Heart of Darkness, and was supposedly imbued with the power to restore vampiric unlife. The Sarafan therefore guarded it carefully.
Yeah, Kain ate like
lest the
fucking
heart
50 of
fall
those
into the hands
things.
of their enemies.
Yep.
But I wondered, could Janos Ordrin truly have been as monstrous as depicted here? Or was this merely artistic license by the Sarafan,
Yep.
who sought to lionize themselves by demonizing their darkness?
Now you're starting to learn. Nobody tells the truth about their enemy. Now you're starting to learn, Raziel. Never take
Yeah,
this shit at face value.
Yeah. That could be a really fun thing to do if they ever do remake, like Blood Omen 1 and 2. They give you, like, the Dark Heart as a reusable,
Like Estus
heal,
kind of
like,
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, that could be cool.
like Estus.
Here it comes.
Alright, I'm coming.
Here I come. Pow! Fatality. Bats! Nyeh, nyeh, nyeh. This is not how I thought you would attack. Eh, eh, eh. Nyeh, nyeh. Oh my god, it's... Oh hey look, another picture back there. Oh, I've lost my sword.
Strange how my history came
Hey,
full
it's
circle.
Zephon!
This chapel, I realized, was a memorial
Oh.
to my former Sarafan brethren and myself.
Wow.
All of us martyred here.
Before you became gross
And then
fucking
cruelly
monsters.
profaned by Kain when he imposed his gift on our noble corpses.
And they did that willingly, too.
For the first time, I beheld the image of my Sarafan self.
Oh, you don't get a...
Unchanged.
Fucking
Wow.
Fallen comrades.
You don't get a fucking,
Tortured me to see how noble
You don't get a
and
mosaic.
stained glass
You
portrait.
get
Yeah.
you get a
vile
statue.
phantasm I had become. And a profound sense of injury, of loss and betrayal welled up in me, so overwhelming I could barely contain it. All I wanted at this moment was to find Kain and destroy him.
I used to be hot. Oh wait, who the fuck was that back there? I want to see that one. Duma.
Oh, the one guy we didn't see.
No, that's Terrell. Duma was the invulnerable dude that we had to light on fire. and
Oh,
kill.
right.
But yeah, let's go find Terrell. Ow! 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 Ah! Okay, let's see. So that's Melchiah. That was the first guy we fought who was falling all apart.
Who's just made out of bodies?
That's Rahab. He's got his pitchfork
Rehab?
thing.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, Trident.
This is Terrell, the horned warrior. Well, no, he looks pretty much the same as Rahab. Rahab had a whole seahorse motif though going on. Yeah, look at that. That is fucking
he was-
unchanged.
No, the background does change, like the lighting.
Yeah, it gets like a shade lighter or darker depending on which one you pick. Interesting. I think Terrell is supposed to show up in this one, because I saw his name in the credits. And if he's not the guy in Blood Omen 2, because that turned out to be Janos Aldrin, then yeah, I think they do put him here to explain like why he was missing in the first game. Because he was like sucked out of time or something too.
Explains why they didn't have like a coffin with a corpse, because there was no body.
Yeah. Holy crap.
I emerged, and for the first time beheld Nosgoth in its former glory. The land overflowed with abundant life and vitality. And I knew with
hold up,
certainty
that's the
then
Lake of Souls, isn't
the
it?
world I had left
I don't
behind
think
was nothing more than the
so.
corpse of Nosgoth.
I think this might be the
lifeless husk
Acropolis.
bled dry by the corruption of Kain's parasitic empire. This was the fragile world Kain sacrificed to preserve his own petty life and ambition, heedless of the profound cost. The sight only deepened my resolve. I sensed that the pillars lay to the northwest. If Kain truly waited to confront me there, I would not disappoint him.
So fucking good looking. And yeah, here's the old version.
Not much changed.
Yeah. I think the only thing that changes is the trees get a little more detail. And yeah, not much else.
Yeah, lighting changes slightly. Peanuts.
Still not a fan of underwater. It still triggers my little fear. Hey, wait a minute.
Thalassophobia?
This is the sanctuary.
Oh.
Oh. Where am I? How do I get out of here? Not helpful.
As I passed this arcane landmark, a wisp of the Reaver's energy was drawn into the ring, illuminating
Oh.
it. This created a beacon of sorts in the spirit world. If ever I found myself depleted in the spectral realm, and my soul tossed on the ethereal winds, these beacons would draw me back to safety and restore me.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
my
because now you don't have Eldritch Daddy to
To bring you back.
Yep.
So that's my new checkpoint. I think that might also be my new save feature. I'm not sure. Just notice I'm still carrying the sword.
Yeah, you never dropped it.
It's a little bit dark. Kind of hard to see.
Well,
But at least I
change
know
the
I'm the
best.
most dangerous thing in the water here.
Is it any better in the original version?
No. No, it's not.
Nah. It's the exact same.
Oh boy. Water traversal is not my favorite. Hello.
These ancient obelisks were mysteriously attuned to my spiritual essence. By simply touching the symbol, I could safely preserve an imprint of my soul, and thus create a milestone.
Wow, this thing
to
that
which
looks
I
like
could
the Soul
return when
Reaver's
weary,
blade
and
is
from
attuned
which
to your
I could
soul.
resume my
I know,
journey.
right? So this is where I save. Oh, fuck, dude. I can't just save on the fly anymore. Oh, no. Oh, that's worse. That's kind of worse. Oh no. The Southern Lake. Yeah, I think the Lake of Lake of Souls is that little patch of land up there, surrounded by the water.
This one?
I think so. Or there. It's one of those two, I think. I don't know. Although we did learn that that previous map was not geographically accurate at all. So.
Yep.
Beautiful.
10 out of 10. Perfect die.
Raziel's ass, 10 out of 10.
Nah.
I give this 10 Raziel asses out of 10.
While I had only
That's
just
better, I
escaped the
suppose.
stronghold, I sensed that in time my journey would return me full circle to this place.
No way.
Infiltrating the fortress, however, would be no small feat.
No way.
The balcony that had provided my escape was now well beyond my reach, leaving this
Oh, hey, it's that
massive
crystal.
gateway as the only means of entry.
Yep, right
The
there.
gates were sealed, but like the time-streaming chamber I had seen earlier, their operation was undoubtedly linked to that odd crystal mounted above the entrance.
Here it comes.
I prefer to be called they, them, actually, not it. Thank you.
Good job,
Silence.
guys.
Huh. Come on. Come on. Don't turn around. Don't turn around. Don't turn around. Oh. Man. Give me my health. Trophy, Harvester of Souls. Feed yourself 30 times.
You've killed 30 dudes already?
Well, no, I also sucked up some souls, remember?
Alright.
Don't turn around. Don't turn around. Don't notice me. Ah! You fucking bitch! You shooting tennis balls at me?
Cannonballs.
Ugh. Yeah, I'm losing a lot more health now that I'm, sacrificed. I'm not a vampire, technically. I was, but I'm the vampire formerly known as Vampire. But now I'm Soul Ghoul, Soul Wraith. Soul Reaver?
No, that's a sword. Wraith probably would be closest.
Yeah, what eats... Do Wraiths eat souls?
Revenant, maybe.
Revenant. Yeah, there's some kind of classification for Raziel for sure. And he's fucking awesome. Health, please. Nom. I guess I don't really need to fight these dudes, do I? It is a little bit of a pain in the ass if they can keep attacking me, though.
Oh, definitely.
Man, we have... The fuck was that?
I was not paying attention.
Am I eating the birds by walking into them?
Maybe. No, the green puffs are just kind of there.
Man, there are a lot of corpses.
Oh, these are
out here.
corpses.
Yeah, we've been walking... Dog!
Does it have blades?
Yeah. Oh man, what is this?
Nothing.
You know nothing, Jon Snow. Excuse me, I skip you. Goodbye. You bore me. I leave. There really is no point to keep just stopping and fighting all these dudes.
Yeah, that's awesome help.
mind me, do-re-mi. Off I go, as you can see. But don't worry, you can't touch me. I'm slippery.
These vampires had nothing in common with the deranged jackals I left behind in Kain's derelict empire. They seemed to retain much of their former humanity. In this era, vampires were clearly not the uncontested predators we had been. These creatures were hunted mercilessly and oppressed. And while I still believed that vampirism was a plague and had to be wiped out, there was nothing noble or righteous in this crusade. This was simply ruthless persecution.
And now you're starting to see. Things are not quite so black and white as you once thought they were, Raziel. And while true, vampires did prey upon humans, this shit was taken to the extreme. Oh!
Taste my blade, vampire!
Ha! Bitch! Give back my health. Thank you. Okay, so sometimes I do have to fight these dudes just to get a moment of peace.
Understandable.
There we go. Listen to this music.
The pillars of Nosgoth.
Oh, fuck yes. This is my
Pristine,
favorite scene of all
whole,
time.
And uncorrupted. I had never beheld them in this undefiled state, yet something profound and indelible resonated within me at the sight. And there, waiting at the very heart of the pillars, was the canker that was destined to destroy them.
I know you're there, Raziel.
Mobius led me to you, Kain, though I might have guessed you'd meet me here.
And if Mobius told you I was hidden on the underside of hell, would you throw yourself into oblivion to pursue me? Mobius trawls for the ignorant and unwary, hauling his gasping prey from the streams of their destinies. Stay out of his net, Raziel.
Spare me your elaborate metaphors, Kain. I have pursued you here for one purpose. You will pay for your betrayal, and balance will thus be restored to Nosgoth.
And whose will is satisfied then? The will of Raziel or Mobius?
Would I be better manipulated by you, Kain? Now, turn and face me. The chase is over.
This isn't a chase, Raziel. We are merely passengers on the wheel of destiny, describing a perfect circle to this point. We've been brought here for a reason. I've seen the beginning and the end of our story, however, and the tale is crude and ill-conceived. We must rewrite the ending of it. You and I.
Face me, Kain. Even you shouldn't die a coward's death.
Isn't it customary to grant the condemned a final request?
I recall no such courtesy from you.
Indulge me, Raziel. All I ask is that you listen. This is the sublime moment of our undoing, Raziel. The ineffable fulcrum upon which swings the entirety of our history. This is where all of Nosgoth is betrayed. In this instant, Ariel, the Balance Guardian, is murdered by dark forces bent on overthrowing the Pillars. Her spirit is just now tearing free, lost in the ether, trying to find its way here. You have already seen how she comes to haunt these Pillars.
You could hear her screaming.
Bound here by your refusal to die.
You could.
You are the reason this land becomes diseased. As long as you remain alive, you condemn Nosgoth to an eternity of decay.
Be still, Raziel. See this. As Ariel dies, I am being born to take her place as Balance Guardian. Such is my destiny.
My God.
At the moment of my first cry, Ariel's beloved, the Guardian Nupraptor, finds her corpse. Racked with grief and tormented by suspicions of treachery, Nupraptor plunges into a madness which overflows and infects all of the Guardians who are symbiotically bound, including me. The repercussions of Ariel's assassination were expertly calculated. The entire circle descends into madness, and I am tainted at the moment of my birth, instantly rendered incapable of fulfilling the role destiny has prepared for me.
Shall I show you the same mercy you showed the rest of the circle then? You blithely murdered them to restore their pillars, yet your hand faltered when it came to the final sacrifice. What makes you exempt, Kain? You're merely the last man standing. Why condemn me for simply carrying out what you hadn't the courage to do yourself?
Let's drop the moral posturing, shall we? We both know there's no altruism in this pursuit. Your reckless indignation led you here. I counted on it. There's no shame in it, Raziel. Revenge is motivation enough. At least
true.
it's honest. Hate
It
me,
is.
but do it honestly. 30 years hence, I am presented with a dilemma. Let's call it a two-sided coin. If the coin falls one way, I sacrifice myself and thus restore the pillars.
Ending number
The
1.
last surviving vampire in Nosgoth. This would mean the annihilation of our species. Mobius made sure of that. If the coin lands on the reverse, I refuse the sacrifice and thus doom the pillars to an eternity of collapse.
Ending
Either
2.
way, the game
Yep.
is rigged.
We agree then that the pillars are crucial and must be restored.
Yes, Raziel. And that's why we've come full circle to this place.
So after all this, you make my case for me. To end this stalemate, you must die so that new Guardians can be born.
Pillars don't belong to them, Raziel. They belong to us.
Your arrogance is boundless, Kain.
There's a third option. A monumental secret hidden in your very presence here. But it's a secret you have to discover for yourself. Unearth your
course it is.
destiny, Raziel. It's all laid out for you here.
You said it yourself, Kain. There are only two sides to your coin.
Apparently so. But suppose you throw a coin enough times. Suppose one day it lands on its edge.
A secret third option. Perfectly balanced between the two. Trophy, the corruption of the pillars. That is my favorite scene ever. I love that so much.
That's a pretty good scene.
Anyway, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you later.
Adios.